Hello. Welcome to the weekly review at Shun Rock. I am Sean Keener towards the year. Of course, I am joined along with.
It's your boy Ciroc the Mike. How's it going?
Been to your podcast here a little
Go
bit,
for it. Okay.
especially when I heard, and I actually enjoy. I listened to two of them, but the one I really got to spend time with was the spanking one,
Oh, man.
which that was a good one. That was a really good one. You had I forget the other two gentlemen name that was on
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But
Mario
it was
Andre.
a Mario and Andre. It was a good one.
Will they spank the
So
kids?
for our listeners who didn't get to
That
hear
was
it,
me. I didn't hear one.
could you go ahead and give a little just a short synopsis of
Yeah,
that
man.
one?
Real quick, we were just talking about that kind of like that learned behavior piece that I was talking about earlier about how so many of us were got whoopings growing up. Some I semi beatings, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Shit
Especially
ain't
from
legal.
my community, that's what you had was spankings and whippings. And I talked about, being, a lot of parents parenting out of fear, especially having young black men. Like, if I don't get the message across, this boy's gonna end up in prison or end up
Yeah,
dead. So I have to make sure I get this message across.
that's always the biggest fear.
It hurts me more than it hurts you. You hear that line? But
Yeah.
boy, I mean, I have still a line on my thigh from a whooping I got from not bringing back like the when you get disciplined, that's the little punch sheet. And so every day you don't bring them back, you get another one. And I got the 13.
Oh man.
Yeah, so yep, I got
Like this
Damn,
13
ain't me.
dude.
welts still on my
Mom, this is
leg.
not me.
No,
This is not. I
man.
found this on the ground.
Hey,
Scared, you happy? Like it's so much confusion. So then like we start to create these like poor habits like spanking your kids or whooping your kids that gets passed down and passed down and passed down and passed down. Like even though it's 2020, nothing has really changed. So I don't know. I think it's just important to do the research.
I've got to disagree with that. I've got to disagree. I think it has changed a little bit because I got to take my own experiences. So I have with my kids. I'm not even gonna lie. I have, but no. But see, it wasn't like that because I used to get beat. So like I've had literally tree limbs this big around on me before. So I already know how it goes, and it does get passed down. So I was 19 and 20 when I had my son and daughter. So when you're that young, you're really not mature enough to really have a kid, in my opinion. And if you do have a kid, then you're working harder to try and still be a kid and being an adult at the same time because you don't know any better, but now you have to. And of course, will you go ahead and introduce our guest?
Today we have a special host. She's the queen. I call it. Look, you're like a queen to me. That's what I'm saying. You got a crown. I mean, I thought I was doing something with my with my Laker hat, but you definitely took it over.
So.
Yeah. Today's host, Mrs. Now, when I say Mrs., that's MRS, and I just learned today.
Correct.
I just learned today that in my ear when I hear Miss and Mrs., I always thought it was just the same thing, but Mrs. is MRS and Mrs. is MISS. But Miss Florida 2020 is that? I want to be sure it was 2020.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so she's still the champ right now. You can't take her bet. And Katrina, bear with me on the last name. I read it and I want Spagnetti, right? Is that correct?
Spagnoletti.
Spagnoletti.
Close enough.
I knew how to say it, but I was gonna let you do it because I knew you were gonna mess it up.
I'm not going to come home any faster just because you sit in front of the window. It was I was always afraid that he would never come home. He was a great guy too. He still is a great guy. He's my kid's dad. And I did not recognize when we were together how great he was. I really did not. I didn't understand it. He's an amazing father. And I just thought because he wasn't chaotic that he didn't love me. And because you tend to go towards chaotic situations.
Yeah, what you're used to.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what because there's a mechanism when you are a child or go through any trauma, even if you're in a war, there's a mechanism in your brain that just shuts off and you desensitize yourself to normalcy. And you want chaos because you're so used to having chaos. You seek that out in relationships. So a lot of these women that are out there with these guys who are, these playboys or whatever. I don't know what they call them nowadays.
I think so.
look at it. You have to sit down and understand these women might have been through a lot of chaos as a child. And that's what they migrate towards. It's not just because he's a bad boy. It's because they want the chaos. They want
Yeah.
these guys who don't
Her dad
treat
was a
them
bad boy.
well. Exactly. So I've always been in relationships that I made chaotic.
Mhm.
It wasn't them. It was I made them chaotic. And I didn't recognize that I was doing it.
So how do you heal from that or like learn from that? You know,
How
like
do you heal? The way that I healed was through fitness,
okay.
eating right. And that's a surprising thing, but there's a lot of foods out there that will help you with depression, that will help you with your chemical balance. I found my faith as a Buddhist, because I'm a Buddhist.
Do you
And I
meditate, I
also,
assume?
I meditate in a different way than a lot of people do. A lot of people think you have to sit down in silence. There's walking meditation. There's everyday meditations.
Right.
But it just teaches you about other people's actions and how you don't have to react towards that. So I realized a lot of things that when I was unhealthy, that I brought into my relationships as being unhealthy. And also therapy. I sought therapy. That was, and I got the right therapist, because you can go to any therapist, but if you don't pair right with that therapist, that person's not going to help you heal.
It could be worse for you than helping you.
Yes, it could
Mental
be.
health
It could be, because I've been through therapy. It's a different therapist,
Right.
and I'm just like, this is not the person. But I went through it not because of my abuse. It was my relationships. I wanted to heal my relationships. I had no clue I was broken. You know.
Welcome to What the Florida.
Let's do it, baby.
All right. This is a story where I asked my co-host 3 different questions. My co-host right there. And he, boom, that guy right there. And he has to guess where these stories happen. They happen all in Florida, either North Florida, Middle Florida, South Florida, or Central. Let's call it Central. North Florida, Central Florida, South Florida. Okay. Let's do it that way. Of course, Tampa is not considered Central Florida because they don't know how to read a map. And and all he's got to do is guess what state they're in. It's going to be one of those 3. I'm not going to break it down because everyone knows by now it's Jacksonville to Pensacola, and then everything below I-4 is South Florida. So you know what Central is. Okay. So let's get ready to play What the Florida. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Born ready.
All right.
Stay ready.
First story. This one might be kind of easy. Well,
all right.
So this guy decided he wanted a pole. He wanted to take a pole home, put it in his yard, and probably put an American flag on it. Probably one of those,
Yeah.
Trump 2020 flags.
He's still.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, this guy, he decided he was crazy. Man who strapped utility pole to roof of car on I-4 charged with grand theft.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's on I-4, but see, here's the part. I gave you where it's at, but you don't know if it's that part of I-4 or this part of I-4. So,
okay,
man,
read it again.
Okay, I'll read the title again.
And no, I'm not cheating.
Man who strapped utility pole to roof of car on I-4 charged with grand theft. FHP says.
I feel like I know where that's at.
A man is facing a grand theft charge. This all comes from WFLA, News Channel 8. So this is news. It didn't come from me. So this is fact.
I ain't responsible.
Exactly. A man is facing a grand theft charge after troopers say he loaded a downed, so it was already down at least, utility pole onto the roof of his car and drove it to a recycling facility.
All right, I know exactly where that's at. It has to be here. Well, finish the story. I'm guessing ahead of time, but go ahead.
Florida Highway Patrol troopers say they were called to a report of a theft on Monday. They were told a driver on I-4 on Monday. They were told a driver had loaded a down power pole onto a small sedan.
Okay. All right.
That's that.
I got a good guess for that one, but I'm gonna hold up on it.
Well, you already say you think it's Middle Florida, Central Florida, so we'll see.
No, I changed it now.
We'll see.
Maybe I changed it. I don't know. Did I?
I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. So troopers say they found the driver, identified as 71-year-old Douglas Allen Hatley on North Street. The Florida Highway Patrol did the utility pole in Hartley's 1997 Toyota at the scene. It was a Toyota Camry, by the way, just so everyone knows what kind of car it was. It was a Toyota Camry.
Prius. It's a Prius. They put a flagpole in a Prius.
And it didn't really mess up his roof, which is kind of funny. So that was story 1. Story 2.
Okay.
Come on.
Give me.
Come on. Oh no, I don't care. Computers running slow. I got like the fastest internet possible.
Yeah, mine hurt. Shit sucks. No, it does suck. That's just pretty good. But then it always tells me like this website is draining the majority of your battery. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know, right? It's like I'm on here for a reason.
Right, you want me to sign off?
All right. So this story is funny. You'll like this one. Actually, they're all pretty funny. Just saying. Florida man robbery suspect who walked out of the police department in handcuffs on November 2nd was captured 5 days later, still in handcuffs.
Yeah, damn.
You know that story?
How do you no, I don't know the story, but like I'm just wondering like how you get away.
Yeah, no, right?
How are you smart enough to get away, but not smart enough to get the handcuffs off?
A 42-year-old armed robbery suspect who walked out of the police department in handcuffs on November 2nd was captured 5 days later, still in handcuffs. According to the arrest report, Ronald John Garou was initially approached by police for questioning regarding an armed robbery when he attempted to run away on November 2nd. Garou was arrested on an obstruction charge and taken to the police station, where officers wanted to further question him on the armed robbery. Police say Garou gave a fake name while at the station, while delayed identifying him before he could be taken to the county jail. During that delay, Garou was able to contort his body enough to get his handcuffed hands to the front of his body. Garou was able to walk out of the interview room undetected, make his way through the police station lobby and out the front door.
What a terrible police station.
I know. Like, God, man.
And he's wearing handcuffs. Like, what do they think? It's like a training exercise going on?
Oh, my God. Out the front door, man. Out the front door.
Sometimes the simplest escapes are the best ones. Listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk out of here. Guaranteed.
An intensive search was launched using the sheriff's office K9 and aviation units, but Garou could not be found. He had That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Jesus. All right.
All right. That's story 2.
Mr. Escapee.
Story 3. Okay. Nude Florida woman caught touching herself outside chicken shop, found committing same offense again weeks after her arrest.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. I know where that's at. I know where all these is at. I'm about to go undefeated. You want to read the story?
A woman who was arrested for public masturbation just a few weeks ago in the United States has been arrested again for the same offense. Vanessa Jones was completely naked on Monday, November 9th, when she was seen masturbating by passersby outside a chicken shop. According to the police department, police arrest report, Jones, 38, showed no signs of being drunk or under the influence of drugs, and there was no evidence of mental health issues.
Okay.
Nevertheless, she was seen outside Popeye's Fried Chicken at 10 a.m. on November 9th, 2020, entirely naked and touching herself. Arresting officers also witnessed the defendant masturbating in front of the dumpster, completely naked, and later at examination of the CCTV footage from Popeye showed Jones masturbating while fully naked there as well. Jones was previously arrested on September 30th for masturbating outside a 7-Eleven convenience store a short distance away from where yesterday's offense took place.
That's insane.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So let's see. Flagpole guy. I'm going to say Central. I'm gonna say Central for flagpole guy.
Gonna say
Okay.
center for flag guy. Okay,
Number
okay.
two,
Wait,
Mr.
wait, wait.
Walks.
You're right about him. It happened in Lakeland. He was on
Yeah, see, I
I-4
told
headed
you.
westbound to Lakeland. So
I knew it. I knew it. And then Mr. Houdini, but can get out of his handcuffs, but can get out of jail. I'm gonna say
out the front door though. I mean, that's the thing. He didn't walk out the side because you don't have side doors. So he got the side door or anything. He walked past the lobby desk. He walked past people to get out of this police station.
where can you do that at? I'm gonna say South. I'm gonna say South Florida.
South Florida. Okay. Well, you would be absolutely, positively.
Well, you already said positively, so I gotta be right.
Should I give
Correct.
it to you?
Because thank you.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. On this one happened in Bradenton. So technically it's considered a part of here, but it's actually below I-4. So technically,
yeah, so
it's yours.
it abides by the rules, and that's two in a row. And then
it happened.
Let me show you how to do the trifecta. The third story, Miss Crazy Lady.
And the thing is, I mean, she's not an unattractive woman. She's 37, so she's not,
South Florida.
Old.
Final answer.
I mean, why? I don't get it. I bet you she was doing it on her phone for like people. You're wrong. It happened in St. Pete.
Wait, what?
Yeah, happened in front of Church's Chicken in St. Pete.
That's what I said. Isn't that what I said?
No, you had
what did I say?
South Florida.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's what came out. But what I was thinking was Church's Chicken in St. Pete.
We had a trifecta here in Central Florida,
in the
Central Florida area.
2 and 1. That's okay. I'll take that any day. But usually, I usually do a lot better than that. So whatever.
And you guys at home listening, our audience, we're glad you're listening. I hope you play the game because this game is getting more and more interesting now that people here in Florida are getting out and about. Did not change the rules. Did not change any rules. The only rule I changed was giving you Tampa to Central Florida when it should be South Florida. But whatever. I digress. Whatever. All righty. All right. You got anything else?
I am golden.
That
I've been saving in this pee for a long time. I've been holding it in.
Well, then I got to talk about this.
No,
this thing.
I gotta pee.
All right.
I remember I did that. I did that one time. I think I said this already when I was interning at the Bubble Lewis one show. Like he said, hey, I said something. He's like, sorry, why don't you run the show? So I got up on his chair, and his whole interface was 3-4 different camera or monitors, and after like 5 minutes, I just got up mid show and went to the bathroom. Because for some reason I thought the other people could hold the show as I was going. Yeah, I'll be back. All right, you guys. I have to go to the bathroom. I figured the fans will respect that. Well, you got to go. You got to go. And then I came back, and they made a big. They were just teasing me. It was like, damn, this dude just left a live show to go.
We're live, and you just walk out. Come on,
and come back. Yeah, I think whatever. I'm piss myself for y'all. No, hell no.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Well, on that last bit of funny information from our co-host, this has been the weekly review with Sean Rock. I am Sean Aquino Torres.
And it's your boy Sir Rock the Mic.
Thank you for listening.
Take care.